Welcome to Idioms and Phrases Part 4. Three parts we have already covered, and in Part 1, I told you the meaning of idioms and phrases, which I repeat, that is phrases. Let's understand what is a phrase. Those who are new to the channel, for them I am repeating it. What is a phrase? Phrase is a group of words which does not contain a verb but gives some sense. A group of words without a verb which gives some sense is a phrase, right? Then idioms. Idiom is a group of words where the meaning cannot be understood with the help of individual words. Rather, we have to take it as a whole. We have to take it as one unit. For an idiom to be understood, it has to be taken as a whole, to be taken as a whole unit. You cannot understand the meaning with the help of individual words. Such group of words is an idiom. For example, let's see, a bird's eye view or once in a blue moon. Here, you are not talking about the moon here, right? If you cannot understand the meaning with the help of individual words. Here we are not talking about the moon. Here we are not talking about the bird. You can, with the help of individual words, you can never understand. You have to take it as a whole, and such group of words is called an idiom. Let's see, a bird's first idiom is a bird's eye view. A bird's eye view means to have a general idea of something, to have an overview of something without going into details, right? So if I tell you quickly about what am I going to teach, I give you an idea, I give you an overview, that would be a bird's eye view. Generally students, they also sometimes study, they have a bird's eye view of their syllabus, right? And then they go into the details. That is bird's eye view, to have an overview or a general idea without going into the details. Second says once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon means rarely, not as a regular feature, not as a regular feature. I go to church once in a blue moon, that is rarely, not regularly, or not usually, that is once in a blue moon. You study once in a blue moon, can I say that? You study once in a blue moon, that is you don't study regularly, you study only sometimes. Third says a fair weather friend. A fair weather friend. A fair weather friend is a friend who is with you only in good times. As soon as the adverse times come, they will go. They will leave you. So a fair weather friend is somebody who helps you or who is with you only during your good times and not during your bad times. So such friend is a fair weather friend. We should beware of fair weather friends. Fourth says to blow one's own trumpet. To blow one's own trumpet. Trumpet is a musical instrument. Trumpet is a musical instrument, right? So to blow one's trumpet is to say about your own, when you keep boasting about yourself or when you keep talking about yourself, that is to blow one's own trumpet. Fine. Nobody likes people who blow their own trumpet, right? Say somebody, if somebody is boasting in front of you and you are not taking interest, you may always say, please stop blowing your trumpet. Fine. Let's have a group discussion, right? So to blow one's trumpet is to boast about yourself or to keep talking about yourself, that is to blow one's trumpet. Then we have to cut a sorry figure. To cut a sorry figure is to be impressionless. Fine. Where you fail to impress somebody. Let's say, I could not understand what he was saying. I had to cut a sorry figure. Right. I could not answer the questions in English. I had to cut a sorry figure. Fine. When you are sorry due to your lack of knowledge or due to any such thing, you feel embarrassed, that is to cut a sorry figure. Fine. If you don't learn English well, you will have to cut a sorry figure during the interview. During the interview, when you go to any company, you will have to cut a sorry figure, right? You will be embarrassed, right? You will be impressionless. You won't be able to give an impression to anybody. Good impression. Six says to hit the nail on the head. To hit the nail on the head. To hit the nail on the head is to do the right thing at the right time. To hit the nail on the head is to do the right thing at the right time. Like you are, let's say, between 20 to 25 years of age, let's say, this is the right time to hit the nail on the head. You must prepare for competitive exams. Then only you will be successful. This is the right time to prepare for competitive exam. That is 20 to 25 years of age. This is the right time. So to do something at the right time, at the right moment is to hit the nail on the head. Then we have seventh as to put the cart before the horse. To put the cart before the horse. See, what is the normal scene? First there is a horse and then there is a cart. What if somebody puts the cart before the horse? It means he is doing the things in a wrong way. When you do the things in a wrong way, that is to put the cart before the horse. That is to do a thing in a wrong way. Let's say if you are preparing for your English, right? What is the right way to learn English? Let's have a talk about this also today. What is the right way to learn English? What are the steps to learn English? See, I'll tell you. Uh, it goes like this: L S R W. That is listening. If you want to learn any language under the sun, this is the right process, right method, step by step. First is listening, then speaking, then reading, and then writing. These are the 4 stages to learn a language. So if you want to learn English, your first step is you must listen a lot, right? Which you are doing right now. For what I am making these videos, to make you listen English more and more. Listening. Then comes speaking. What do I expect you to do? I expect you to listen to me and then speak it. And then speak it with your friends, right? Use it with your friends. Then reading. Then comes reading. We'll have those exercises also in the coming videos. Once let me finish with this reading, and then comes writing. We will have videos of writing skills as well. So this is the stepwise procedure to learn a language. First you must listen the language a lot, then you must speak, then you must read, and then you must write. This is the methodical way. Now you just try to recollect, how have you learned in these 12 years? When you went to first class, what did your teacher do? First of all, she held your hand and said, "Beta, write A." This is what she did. In first class, they started with writing, which was 4th step, not the first step. That was 4th step. She started with writing, just write A, right? And then she started with reading, right? She used to show you a picture, what is this, and you used to shout, this is A for apple. And it goes like this, right? That is why after 12, 13 years of your reading English, you haven't learned English till today, and you won't learn it in next 20 years also if you go by this wrong method. Because the right method is, you must have started with listening, then speaking, then reading and writing, whereas you have started from the 4th step. This is what you say, to put the cart before the horse. This was an example to make you understand, to put the cart before the horse. That is to do things in a wrong way or reverse way, which is not acceptable. 8 says to take the bull by the horns. To take the bull by the horns is, to take the bull by the horns is to face a difficulty in a bold manner. To face a difficulty in a bold manner. When you don't try to run away, you have to face this difficulty. You have to you have to take the bull by the horns. You have to face this difficulty. You have to deal with it, right? Now, for competitive exams, you have to read a lot, but you don't have any chance to run away. Don't run away. Take the bull by the horns. You know that I have to work hard, I have to work a lot, but I am ready to do it. That is to take the bull by the horns when you are ready to face any difficulty or face any challenge. To nip in the bud. To nip in the bud. Bud is that small flower, in the early stages. To nip in the bud is to control something in the very beginning, right? To control something evil in the very beginning. Anything which is going to be wrong, you control it in the very beginning. Let's say a disease, in the very beginning you control it, fine. Or let's say you are going to get some bad habits, slowly suddenly you realize that I'll nip in the bud. I'll nip in the bud. Whenever there is beginning of something wrong, you control it then and there, that is to nip in the bud. Then 10th we have through thick and thin. Through thick and thin is during all times, good and bad, or during all times, good. This is just opposite of Fairweather Friend. If I say I'll stand by you Anjali, I'll stand by you Anjali through thick and thin, it means I'll stand by you during all times, good and bad. I'll help you, I'll support you, I'll be with you through thick and thin. Then we have 11, as a jack of all trades. Jack of all trades means, what does jack of all trades means? Jack of all trades means somebody who knows a little bit of everything. Somebody who knows a little bit of everything is a jack of all trades. Somebody who knows a little bit of everything is jack of all trades. Let's say you know a little bit of swimming, you know a little bit of horse riding, you know a little bit of skating, and so on. So you are a jack of all trades, fine. But nowadays in this competitive world, we need to be jack of all trades and master of at least one. We need to be master of at least one and jack of all trades. That is, we must know everything a little bit, but we must master at least 1 or 2 or 3 skills as much as possible. We need to be master also. 13 says to call a spade and a spade. To call a spade a spade. Spade. To call a spade is to be clear, to be forthright, to be frank, without unnecessarily trying to be polite, unnecessarily, right? When you call a spade, it means you are direct, you are forthright, you are frank, right? What you say, what is right, what is wrong is wrong. That is to call a spade a spade. Then we have to commit to memory. To commit to memory. This is memory. Memory. This is memory, not memory. I've heard sometimes students calling it as memory. No, it's not memory. It's memory. What is it? Memory. So to commit to memory means to learn by heart. To learn by heart. To learn well. So I expect you to commit to memory all parts of idioms and phrases. I expect you to commit to memory all 4 parts of idioms and phrases by Jasbir Singh sir, which will be available in the in my playlist on my channel Jasbir Singh sir. There's a playlist as vocabulary series 4. In that you will find all parts of idioms and phrases. Then we have 15th, harping the same string. Harping the same string. Harping is that process. A process of that instrument, musical instrument, playing that musical instrument, harping. The same string. String is that wire sort of thing in that musical instrument, like sitar or guitar. In these, you have a string, fine, and the process of playing that string is harping. So when you say harping the same string, it means that again you have started the same talk. Yes. If somebody is always complaining about, let's say, Indian weather, let's say for example, and again he has started complaining about Indian weather. So what do you say? Hey, stop harping the same string. Let's say somebody is always saying I don't want to study, and again today he has started the same topic. So you say stop that. You are harping the same string. That is to say the same thing or discuss the same matter again and again repeatedly is harping the same string. Then we have 16th as Judas Kiss. Judas Kiss. Judas Kiss is false love or false affection. Judas Kiss is false love or false affection. Let's say my wife's love is a Judas Kiss. Right? My wife's love is a Judas Kiss. That is, her showing affection is all false. Judas Kiss is a false love, which is not true. Then we have 17th as an old flame. An old flame. An old flame is sweetheart. A sweetheart. An old flame is another word for sweetheart. Like Sangeeta is my old flame. Right? You can give this example. Or Sony is my old flame of my brother. Sonia is an old flame of my brother. That is her sweetheart. Then we have 18th as a bookworm. A bookworm is somebody who keeps studying all the time. It's a derogatory word, right? He is a bookworm. When you say he's a bookworm, it means he's always busy with studies, right? So a bookworm, if we say, though he's a bookworm, but he could hardly manage 50% marks in board exams. He could hardly manage 50% marks in board exams, though he's a bookworm. Bookworm is somebody who always keeps studying, always keeps studying, always keeps studying. 19th is heart to heart talk. Heart to heart. Heart to heart is let's have a free, fair, frank, true, honest talk, where you can talk to somebody freely and frankly, without any fear or without any hypocrisy. That is, let's have a heart to heart talk. Let's have a heart to heart talk. Bag of bones. Bag of bones. Let's say in your friend circle, if there is somebody who is very, very weak, very, very weak, so you can always say you look to be a bag of bones. Or let us say you say that Ravi is a bag of bones. Ravi is a bag of bones. That is to say, he is very, very, very weak. Right. So let's quickly recapitulate these 20 idioms and phrases. Then we will switch on to your homework. A bird's eye view is to have an overview. Second is once in a blue moon, that is which happens sometimes only. A fair weather friend, one who helps only during good times. In adversity, he'll run away. To blow one's own trumpet is to boast. To cut a sorry figure, that is to be impressionless. 6 says to hit the nail on the head, to do the right thing at the right time. 7 says to put the cart before the horse, that is to do the things in the wrong way. 8 says to take the bull by the horns, that is to face a difficulty with courage. To face a difficulty with courage. 9 says to nip in the bud, that is to tackle a problem in the beginning of it. 10 says through thick and thin, all times, during all times, I am with you. 11 says jack of all trades, one who knows a little bit of everything, jack of all trades. 12 says a Herculean task is a very difficult task. For him, studying for 4 hours is a Herculean task. For him, studying for 4 hours is a Herculean task. That means it's a very difficult task for him. 13 says to call a spade, that is to be blunt. 14 says to commit to memory. To commit to memory is to learn something by heart. I have to commit to memory these 2 lessons today. Harp the same string, that is to talk about the same thing again and again. Judas Kiss is false love or affection, false love. An old flame means sweetheart. A bookworm, one who is always studying. Heart to heart, free, frank talk. Bag of bones, very, very weak. Now we are done with our 20 idioms and phrases today. Now your homework is you have to write in comment box how many phrases are there in today's class and how many idioms are there in today's class. That was all for the day. See you in the next class. Stay healthy, stay blessed. Thank you.